Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different for you. I'm going to be doing red glossy eyes. So normally this is something you would do on your lips, you would do red glossy lips. But I thought to change it up a little bit because it's something that's really fun to work with, and I thought I'd show you how you can do glossy eyes. So let's get into the look. So to start off the look, I'm going to be using an eyeshadow primer. So I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. And this one is the original one, and it has new packaging. It comes in a wand. So you can just dip it in and then put it on your lid. So I'm just going to start with that all over the lid. So the palette that I'll be using today just to add in some more color to this look is from Revlon Makeup. So this is the palette, it is the Revolution Flawless Full palette, and this one has a lot of beautiful colors in it. I'll show you what it looks like. So that's the palette there, and as you can see it just has some really nice kind of like orangey red tones, and then it has some more neutral tones up there. But for today I'm going to be sticking into this color family here, which is more kind of like red tones. So to start off I'm just going to be using a base color just to set my base. So I'm going to be using this shade right here, which is closest to my natural skin tone. So to start off in the crease area, I'm going to be using this shade right here, and this is just a really nice kind of orangey red shade. I'm just going to use that in the crease of my eye. So now I'm just going to go into a darker shade to just further enhance the crease area. So I'm going to be using the shade that's this one right here, and I'm just going to use that in the crease area. So now I'm going to be dipping into a slightly lighter shade. So I'm going to be using this shade right next to the nice red one. I'm just going to use that on the center of my lid. So now I'm going to be dipping into a slightly warmer brown shade just to bring the crease area together and so that it doesn't look like you have sore eyes. So I'm going to be using a slightly warmer brown like this one here and this one here. So I'm just going to use the two of them together and just create a nice soft crease area. So So now going with a nice red shade underneath my lash line, and I'm going to be using this nice shade again, and I'm just going to go from the outside corners slightly to the center on both eyes. So now going into a nice darker shade. So now I'm just going to go in with the darker shade just to really enhance my lash line. So I'm going to be using the black and the brown here on the outer corner. So now I'm just going to use a blending brush just to blend the bottom lash line just so it looks really smoky and soft. So now one of the final steps in the makeup for the eyes, I'm going to be using a gloss. So this one is one from NYX and this one is called Bad Blood. This one is their eye gloss and they come in different colors. The one that I have is more of like a red tone. So I'll show you, that's what it looks like. It's just a little pot and it's like an eye gloss. So I'm just going to apply this with a flat brush onto the center of my eyelids. So now I'm just going to take whatever is left on the end of this brush and I'm just going to use that to just smoke out the bottom lash line as well. So to finish this look with some inner corner highlight, I'm just going to be using this shade right here in the palette. It's just a really nice kind of champagne shade. So now that I'm done with the eyes, I'm going to move on to mascara. So for mascara, I'm going to use this one here from Revlon. So this is their Mega Multiplier Mascara. So now moving on to the base, I'm going to be using this Master Blur stick from Maybelline and I'm just going to use that in the center of my face. So for foundation, I'm going to be using my Bobbi Brown Skin foundation and I have beige, which is shade 3. So now moving on to concealer, I'm going to be using this one here from L'Oreal, and this is their Infallible More Than Concealer. And the shade I have is Latte. So now moving on to contour, I'm going to be using this stick here from MAC. It's from the Diane Kendal collection, and it's the Quick Trick stick, and it has a contouring and highlighting side. I'm just going to be using the contouring side to contour my face. So now moving on to blush, I'm going to be using this Instant Cheek Maker from Revlon, and the shade I have is Bordeaux Glow. So the reason why you have to apply blush with a red eyeshadow is because the red kind of drains your face of all color. So you need to put some color back in just to make it look more even. So this color is just a really nice kind of like a pretty pink shade that I'm going to use. So it's this shade here. And I'm just going to use it applying a brush. So I'm going to use the brush that I used for my contour, and I'm just going to apply that lightly on the apples of my cheeks, sweeping upwards. So now for highlighter, I'm going to be using this stick here from Nude by Nature, and the shade is Opal. So next I'm going to be doing my eyebrows, and I'm going to be using this pencil by Maybelline. This is their Brow Satin Pencil, and one side is a pencil and the bottom is a powder. So I'm just going to be using the pencil today. So first I'm going to brush my eyebrows up just to see the shape. So now I'm just going to fill in where I need to fill in some gaps. now to set my eyebrows, I'm just going to use my Boho Brows Clear Soap. So now I'm going to move on to my lips. So for lips, I'm going to be using this Maybelline lip pencil, and the color I have is the color Stay Sensational in Nude Whisperer. So I'm going to line my lips with that, and then I'm going to use my Velvet Teddy lipstick just to add a really nice matte finish to my lips. So the final touch for this look is this gloss here by Mecca. So this is their all over gloss. So this is a wet look gloss. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of that on the center of my eyelids just to create a more glossy effect. So I'm just going to put a little bit on the center of my lid using my finger, and just the smallest amount because you don't want it to be too gloopy. So I'm just going to pat it onto the lid. So there you go, this is the finished red glossy eyes look. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you never miss a video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.